to another episode of the Credit Card Dad. Alf, today we're talking about the AMEX Platinum versus the Venture X.
Yeah.
Let me start with something nobody in credit card YouTube ever admits. Most people don't want 5 cards. They don't want a rotation. They don't want a spreadsheet. They want one card that doesn't get them in trouble.
Now you kids are probably asking yourselves, hey Matt, how can we get back on the right track?
So today we're going to do something a little bit different. This is the one card wallet challenge. If you had to cancel every card you own and keep just one for your entire family or an entire year, which one would you choose? Groceries, gas, flights, hotels, emergencies. Kids getting sick on vacation, it happens. Random life expenses you didn't plan for, of course, happens to everybody. Which card is actually going to save you money? Not the one that looks cool, not earns the most points if optimized, in quotation marks, actually saves a family cash over 12 real months. We're going to be comparing the AMEX Platinum, the American Express Platinum, and the Capital One Venture X using real-life dad scenarios, not perk charts. Here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to walk through normal, everyday family situations. I've got 4 kids myself. I'll show you where each card helps or quietly hurts. We'll look at some hypothetical scenarios. And by the end, you'll know which card survives if you can only pick one. So make sure to stick all the way to the end of the video.
Until we meet again!
If you've ever thought, I don't want to play this game, I just want a good card, well, then this video is for you, my friends. All right, so here's the rules of the one card challenge. One card only, obviously. No companion cards, no category stacking, no mental gymnastics. If a card requires another card to unlock value, that's a strike against it. This is about reducing friction, not winning Twitter arguments. Let's start with the big one. You book a family vacation, 4 tickets, economy, nothing fancy, using the American Express Platinum. You can earn solid points on airfare. That's good. But here's the dad problem that we all have. You're paying for checked bags on some airlines, seat selection, random add-ons. The airline fee credit can help, but only if you remember to select the airline. The fees qualify, or you didn't already pay with points. That's a lot of ifs when you're just trying to get your kids to sit together and stop screaming. Using the Venture X, you book the flight, you earn the points, no airline guessing games. Later, you use points to erase part of the travel cost. Pretty simple. No categories, no enrollments, no explaining to your spouse why the credit didn't apply. Money saved isn't just dollars, it's arguments avoided. Winner for families looks to me to be the Venture X. Hotels are where families either save money or quietly bleed it. The AMEX Platinum reality. You hear about hotel status, upgrades, late checkout. Here is the truth. With kids, you want predictability, obviously. You want enough space for everybody. You want breakfast included. Breakfast adds up. If you don't book through specific portals or properties, a lot of those perks don't show up. You might get value. You might also get nothing and still pay the fee. Venture X reality. Let's look over the Venture X. You book through Capital One Travel. You earn strong points. Prices are competitive. No special behavior required. You save money by redeeming points later. Avoiding premium pricing traps for families. Boring hotels at good prices beat fancy upgrades that may or may not happen. The winner on this one would be Venture X. Let's look at gas and groceries. This is where premium cards usually fall apart. The AMEX Platinum, let's be honest, when it comes to groceries, gas, Target runs, sports fees, Amazon boxes you don't remember ordering, ask my wife, AMEX Platinum is not really built for this as much. You do earn points, sure, but slowly. You feel like you're using a sports car to haul plywood. The Venture X, flat earning, no thinking, every dollar counts. You're quietly building travel credits while living your normal life. That's real savings, not influencer savings, dad savings. The winner on this one, Venture X. Airport delays with kids. Now let's flip it. The flight is delayed, the kids are tired, you're tired, the airport is absolute chaos. AMEX Platinum, this is where you get some love on the AMEX Platinum. The lounge access, which I love, the lounge access. I have this card. Food, space, bathrooms that don't feel like a crime scene. If this happens once a year, it's nice. If it happens twice, it's memorable. If it happens often, it's priceless. You're not saving money directly, you're saving your sanity. It's a really nice upgrade. Now let's look at Venture X. You may get lounge access, you may not. It depends on the airport. When it works, it's great. When it doesn't, you're back in line buying $14 sandwiches. AMEX Platinum wins in this scenario. Let's talk about the annual fee. Yep, that's what we're going to talk about next. The statement closes, the annual fee hits, your spouse notices. AMEX Platinum, you get credits, you get benefits, you get potential value. But if you have to explain it, it's already a problem. The card rewards attention. Families are short on attention a lot of times. And I think it's at $895 annual fee now. The Venture X, it's basically free because of the travel credit. End of conversation.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
One card wallet winner, let's be honest, if you could only keep one card for family life, it looks to me like the Venture X probably wins just on simplicity, everyday spending, lower stress, fewer missed benefits, whereas the AMEX Platinum wins on airport comfort, frequent travel scenarios, families who travel often and plan well and are on top of those benefits. AMEX Platinum is legit. The real takeaway, the AMEX Platinum is a specialist, Venture X is more of a generalist. One card wallets favor generalists. Best credit card isn't the one with the most perks. It is the one that fits your actual life, and it's going to depend on your own family situation. It saves money without effort. It doesn't require reminders. It doesn't turn into a monthly project. If you love optimizing, AMEX Platinum can be incredible. I own this card myself. If you want peace, Venture X quietly does its job. And if you're honest with yourself and with a lot of families about which one you are, the answer becomes pretty obvious most likely. If this helped, hit the like button. If you disagree, tell me why in the comments. And if you've ever canceled a card and felt relief instead of regret, you're definitely not alone. Friends, thank you for joining me for another episode of the Credit Card Dad. I will see you on the next one.